Alright, so on my request to get back into playing chess, I'm going to play another game. And I'm probably going to do about maybe a dozen games and just see about where my rating starts out. Looks like I'm playing as white today. Um, yeah, and then I'll maybe start reading some books to try to get better at it as time goes along. So we'll see how I do. Go ahead and support that pawn there. He's probably going to take my bishop and put his knight. Oh, he didn't do that. Okay. Well, I'll put my bishop here anyway. I'll probably castle next move, finish developing. I'm thinking he's going to take the bishop and eventually put his knight here, which would be a good square for it. Nice tight congested game is what we got here. And I'm going to move. I'm going to start making him make a decision here. Now I got to open this board up a bit because my bishops are a bit clogged up. Let's see. I'm going to push this pawn here, which did not open the board, but it messed his position up a bit. I'll put my knight here soon. Clogging the board up. It's a good idea to open it up if you have knights on the board, though. If your opponent has knights and you have bishops, that is. Not really doing that, though. Alright, so he's doing this. I'm going to go put my knight here, which I kind of like that square. Now I'm probably going to advance this pawn next. Let's see, so he's going to challenge my knight there. What shall I do? I don't want to take the knight. I don't want to double my pawns up either. That pawn will be a target for attack. Well, may have been a crummy move to have put the knight there. Well, I'm gonna bring it back because I don't want to double up the pawns. Probably a bad move there. That's what I made. Would love to launch an attack on his king side. I do want to push this pawn soon. Alright, so now he's... Let's see, what's he doing here? Could just drive the knight out of there, I suppose, which is what I'm going to do. Seemed to be about as useless as the last move I made. Alright, now... Yeah, go ahead, let's put some pressure on this pawn here. We have this little wall of pawns I want to get rid of if I can do it. So he's just going to do this. Now, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and open up a file for the rook. Alright, so he's doing this. Let's see. Got a file for the rook here. I'm gonna make a battery with the queen and the bishop. I'm gonna aiming for that for this king side here. I'm gonna bring the knight here and maybe threaten to do a sacrifice or something on these pawns, perhaps. He wants me to accept a draw. No, I'm not ready to draw yet. Let's see. What can I do here? What can I do here? It's getting tricky. Yeah. I'm going to move this pawn up and just move it towards his king side. I don't know. Do something, I guess. Very tight game. See, now I might even put the knight back here again and try to force a trade, so that way I can get this knight out of here. If that knight was out of there, then I could... You know, I'm going to do that. See, if this knight's gone... No, I'm not... Screw you, I'm not accepting the draw. If this knight's gone, then I can maybe push this pawn, try to start attacking his king side here. So if he trades, then I capture with this. He's got to move the knight somewhere, because that's protected by the bishop. So the queen, yeah, okay. So he's going to do this. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do that. He's trying to trade pieces. It looks like. All right. So he did this. Now I'm going to go ahead and take here, and now he's got to move the knight. He might just put it here, which would kind of mess me up, but whatever. Alright, well he put it there instead. That's not really a bad move. Because well, although that would get me a pawn. Yeah, whatever. I'll take the pawn. Yeah, alright. Works for me. So I'm up a pawn, it looks like. I'll take it. Now I'll put the queen here, and then I'll push the pawn, have a pin on the king with my pawn. Then if I can get rid of that pawn, and I got this aiming right at the king, I kind of like that. Alright, so he is... What is he doing here? I mean, the queen can't really go anywhere. So now if I put my queen here... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So the queen's there. I mean, maybe he'll just push the pawn, and that's probably his best move, is push that pawn. In which case, I don't even know what I would do. So he really wants to trade pieces here. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and do this. Aiming for that. Oh, well, it looks like now he's going to put his queen up. He could have went to the back rank there, I thought, but no, not quite, because my queen's protecting that square, thankfully. Though he might put his queen here and start attacking my bishop, I suppose. Yeah, that's what he did. But you know, I have to wonder, is it worth letting him have the bishop? I could just put the bishop here. I'm going to go ahead and put the bishop here. Oh, should I? That's a tough move. Kind of traps the queen. I mean, although he's trying to protect the pawn here, it looks like. So he's doing this. He's going for that pawn right there, which is fine, I suppose. I'm going to go ahead and take this. He should probably just take the pawn with this pawn. He took it with the other. Well, I guess, yeah. I guess his queen's protecting the other one, so I guess it doesn't matter. Let's see. If I... mercy. Mercy, mercy, mercy. So now I'm kind of stuck here. Well, you know, if I put the queen here, then that does threaten check. I'm going to put the queen here. That threatens to go here and to capture the bishop. Although, he's going to put his queen down here at some point, just put me in check. I mean, I don't think it would do anything, but he's gonna. I don't know, push my king around a little, I suppose. But at this here, I can go here for check and then take his bishop. So that's kind of a real threat there. Now my queen's kind of a bit blocked, so he's a bit blocked up right now, which I don't like. Now I'm not sure what that did, putting me in check there, what it really accomplished. It's kind of out of moves, I think, for the time being. Meanwhile, I still have this threat going. So, alright, so that's probably his best move. To do that. Let me see, what can I do here? Although then I'm just gonna go ahead and put him in check here. Gobble up these pawns, why not? Let me see. Now I can put him in check here and take his bishop. And now I'm just gonna grab his bishop. And I win. Okay, good. Alright, well it's going pretty good. My rating is 1046 right now. So let me see if I can review the game. I have a free account, so I don't know if they'll let me. Alright, we'll see. So how do I do the review here? So start review. So it says F3 is the last book move. F3 developed a nice sort of center, supports the D4 pawn controls it. I mean, I don't know, is that good or bad? I'm not quite sure. This is just fast moving. Okay, you ignored an opportunity to capture a free pawn. And where's show moves? Okay, well let's. I don't see the free pawn. Okay, well, I gotta get used to how this works. This isn't a mistake, but there's something better for you. Well, let's see. Okay, so I pinned the bishop against the queen there. All right. You had a chance to play something better. Well, what's that move? Why wouldn't he just take the pawn? I'm not quite sure. Well, I did pretty good overall. That's an inaccuracy, huh? Alright. See, it doesn't really show, it looks like. Huh. Well, I guess it is showing it, but... okay. Cool. Alright, well, anyway, I'm doing pretty good. My rating is what now? I'm 1046. That's pretty good. That's about where I'm starting out. I'm going to play some more games just to see where I level out on the rating scale. And eventually, like I said, I'm going to read some books on it, see if I can get a bit better. Maybe I'll recommend books if they go well. So anyway, keep watching. Thanks.